reached agreement on a 3-year deal with a 4th-year option. Everybody will talk about his age, and it was C-Rob that pointed out to us on this show a few weeks ago that the next Raiders hire will be their 15th head coach hire, not including interim, 15th in the last 31 years. So if your answer is that Pete Carroll's old and he's only going to coach for 3 years, that's above the league average for the Raiders. I mean, is he going to turn around and make the Raiders a Super Bowl winner? I don't know. But what the Raiders need right now is an infusion of professionalism. They need somebody that knows how to come in and establish a new culture around what it takes to actually win football games. Now, honestly, think this is a really great hire for the Raiders to get them out of the basement. Pete Carroll ultimately will raise the floor, and I think the Seattle Seahawks are unquestionably better off for his time as their head coach, even now today without him.
I agree with
I
that.
think the Raiders will unquestionably be better off for their time with Pete Carroll on their sideline.
It's a very interesting way to look at it. And I don't disagree. Like, Pete has been a great coach. And that goes back to USC, too. I didn't want to say a great NFL coach because he was obviously awesome at USC. If Pete Carroll was 60 years old, I'd be like, wow, our Raiders just hit a home run. The only thing that leads me to pause is his age. He's a year older than Bill Belichick. The history of 70-year-old coaches in the NFL is not good. Like, it's just not. And so I don't want to age discriminate against Pete Carroll, but there is some worry. This isn't going to be a 6-7 year thing. Like, it's just not. But you're right. Can he set a culture there that really needs to be done? Yes, he can.
Maybe this is the offseason of let the grown-ups take over. Between Brady and his say and Carroll and his say, maybe it's enough to at least start to implement what it means to not be a franchise that sucks inside the walls. Like, the Raiders at times are buried in their past success. And
yes,
I mean, my God, I don't give a damn what the Raiders were in the 70s. I don't care who the Raiders were in the 80s. And at this point, maybe you need somebody that can come in and be like, hey, don't care what you did in the 70s. Don't care what you did in the 80s. What are you going to do in the 2020s?
Pete Carroll doesn't care about the Raider way. He just doesn't. Not that he's going to take a dump on the past or anything, but it's not like he's not beholden to it. He's not, this isn't his thing. He's got his own thing. It's always compete and whatever, all the other catchphrases Pete Carroll has, that he's not stuck in the past with the Raiders. And I think that's a good thing too.